Hi guys, Tonya here. I review products and services to help save you time and money. Today I'm coming with my experience, what has happened through my journey with acupuncture. I say a journey because it's been years, and I had thought about it a long time before then. So if you have chronic pain, if you thought about acupuncture, I hope my story helps you. That's why I'm sharing. That's what the channel's about, really, to save anybody time or money based on the challenges that I've already gone through in life. So if it can help somebody, I want to share. I had thought about acupuncture a lot. Once my kids were born, I came down with chronic back pain, like to the point where I could hardly get off the couch. When we were at the pool in the summer, my kids were toddlers. They're 7 and 9 now. They were toddlers, and I could hardly get in and out of the pool or go up and down the steps. It was so bad. Come to find out, I had gone to Resurgence in Atlanta. I have, instead of a slip disc, I have a slip vertebrae. And we went through all the shots. We went through some things that were supposed to last for 6 months that lasted for 1 month. And I was kind of at my wit's end. I had kind of thought about acupuncture in the back of my mind, but the reality was I knew this was going to be something that I had to continue, and it wasn't cheap necessarily. Long story short, I should have invested in myself sooner. I took a whim, which is why it's now, because it's November, which is my anniversary. And I wanted to share is because I took the whim the day that I went to acupuncture back in 2017. Not only did I have back pain, I didn't have full range of my neck. I couldn't even turn it. I carry all my stress, and I had toddlers at that point, and it was awful. And what I had done was, to save money, I went on to Groupon, really, and I found somebody that I got a discount for. So I got the consultation and I got like 3 or 4 visits. So I could see that at least if I had those visits back to back, I could really kind of distinguish and not have to pay however much a pop to go to an acupuncturist. So I went. I didn't know what to expect. It's not painful at all. Ironically, when I did the consultation, he's like, "What insurance do you have?" And I told him, and he's like, "Let me check." While he had put the needles in initially, and he went out, because you're there for, depending upon the needles and that sort of thing. I would lay on my stomach for my back, and then I would turn over and lay on my back, and he would do, he tried for this point, he would do places in my hands or my ankles and my feet, for different zones. And he came back that day and said, "You wouldn't believe it, I was covered on insurance." I had waited for so long to try something that was covered by insurance. Not only was it covered, I had 24 visits in a year that were covered. And I had gone in November of that year, so we doubled up. I started going twice a week. Now, acupuncture, you don't feel it immediately, okay? Especially when you have chronic back pain like I did, where I had a problem walking. To some extent, or playing with my kids. I mean, it really got bad. And I was in my 40s. I'm approaching 50 now. It's not like I'm that old. But things just sneak up on us. I should have invested in myself a little bit sooner, taken the chance, because that drive home, I remember having range of my neck. I still had back problems, but having range of my neck. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember calling my mom, my sister. I'm like, it worked. Like, this is great. Like, I'm going to continue to go. I'm going to see how it can help my back pain. And all the things that they could do with the Resurgence, the specialist for my back, nobody recommended acupuncture. I did all kinds of TENS units and that kind of sort of thing to help relieve things at home. But acupuncture is the thing that worked for me. And if you're dealing with chronic pain, or if you have, I've been going to the same doctor now for years, and ironically started menopause. I'm like, "Doc, you got help? Where can you put them for menopause?" Sure enough, for digestion. So different symptoms that you're going through, they can put the needles in different places to help different symptoms. It's been amazing. If anybody ever says, "Would you recommend acupuncture?" I 100% say yes, especially because one, it helped me when I was at my wit's end and nothing else could. And even if I had to pay for it at this point, I'm now able to enjoy my kids, whereas I wasn't before. I'm too young to have surgery for my back issue, because I have to go from the front and the back. So there are things out there that if we explore a little bit more, then they could really make a difference in our life. So if this story helped you, I hope it did. Give it a try. I hope that it takes away your pain as well, because I've been there. I know what it's like. Subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to share more. I kind of go through life journey. If I can share or help others or save you time or money, that's what my channel is all about. So subscribe. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.